Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Looking forward to it today. You guys roll on in. Gonna have a good show today. Hang on. Let me get started. All right. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Looking forward to the show today. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. We got the Hand in History Vault in the house. We got some fights today. We got some fights tomorrow. We got some fights Saturday. It's gonna be a nice little weekend. We're gonna get into all of it. Yo, Muscles is in the home. Is in the building. Muscles is definitely in the building. It's good to have Muscles here. I'll let everyone roll in, and we'll get started in just a bit. What up, Muscles? Okay, so we got fights Thursday. We got fights Friday. We got fights Saturday. We got a pretty busy fight week. I've given you guys 2 locks. I got to do one thing. Hang on 1 second. I will let you guys roll in just a moment. Give me 1 second. I need to fix something real quick. Not sure if I put that out. But you guys, there are 2 locks of the week out so far. You guys should have gotten both of them. There's 2 locks. I'm going to try to get you one more, maybe not. Don't know yet. I'm going to break it. I'm going to show you what I also was something I worked on yesterday that me and Muscles talked about today. We're going to get into that. What up, Dave? Muscles Brown is very busy this weekend. Money on the table to make. There is money to be made this week. I know it's not the busiest, it's not the biggest fights this weekend. That's next week, but it's a pretty good week. What's good, DJ Green? 2 weekends full of fights. Yeah, 2 weekends full of fights. Yeah, we got the fights. We're gonna get into all of it. Facts, Muscles, a lot. Love it. Let's go. Have you placed your bet? I placed some bets. I'm gonna before. Yeah, I'm gonna show you one more lock that I like. I showed this to you guys yesterday, but let me pay my bills first, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media: 3D Boxing Blog. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So join the Patreon. $5 a month gets you a lock of the week. There's 2 locks this week. So join the lock, get the lock of the week, get Ask the Bookie Anything, get the access to the Discord where we do the live betting, the updated props. We stream fights there. We're going to get into all of that. I got a question for you guys regarding the streaming of fights. Streams East is down. So I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do about streaming fights. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that a little bit. We'll talk about that. But guys, do join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. It gets you Ask the Bookie Anything. It gets you request a video. It gets you access to the Discord, the live betting, the updated props, stream fights. It gets all the best gambling advice, which is $5 a month. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. So do that now. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. It's pinned in the chat. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces the meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. CarnivalBar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, let's get. Well, I want to show you. I want to show this to you guys first. I'll get through some of these. Rando says DJ Green, 2 weekends of money, making Rando like, yes, sir, Brody. I think this is a good weekend. I like the odds in a lot of these fights. Up, Gary, the man of the hour. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Rando. Tomorrow is my mom's birthday. So shout out to you, Rando. Shout out to you. Happy birthday, my dude. I haven't placed my bet yet. I'm still putting things together. We put it together. Muscle, I'm gonna show you. I showed you this guys yesterday. This is minus 111. I like it a lot. Hang on 1 second. Happy birthday for your mom, 2G. Yes, sir. She'll be 69, 68, 69, something like that. I forget. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Randall. All right, so I wanted to share this with you guys. I thought this was a pretty good parlay. I wanted to take a look at this. Edwards, Conlon. What else was it? Hang on. Let me pull this up with muscles real quick. And White. Three-leg parlay, minus 111, White, Conlon, Edwards. I like this a lot. A lot. White, Conlon, Edwards. I feel comfortable with this. I would lock this up. Minus 111. I like this a lot. Three-leg parlay. I'm going to make note of this right now. Minus 600. All money line, of course. This is a pretty safe parlay, I would say. I was just watching, like just before I started this live, I was just watching the tape on Jordan White. I got to tell you, I am super impressed with Jordan White. He's a really complete fighter. He can fight at all three levels, decent speed, good pop, the left hook. The left hook wasn't just a one-shot wonder with Ernesto Garcia. That left hook is real. The left hook is real. I like Jordan White a lot. I was not sure about this guy. I like Tellez, but no, Jordan White's definitely going to win this fight. The interesting one is Acosta and Segawa. This is an interesting fight. This is probably, from an entertainment standpoint, right here, the fight of the weekend. This is probably the most entertaining fight. Like, what was the best fight this weekend? It's probably this fight right here, Acosta and Segawa. It's a really interesting fight. I like this fight a lot. Yeah, I'd be interested in this fight. I'm kind of leaning towards Brian Acosta. I like him at plus money, at plus 150. This may be worth a bet. I haven't gotten in too much of the tape yet. I'm going to try to get to it shortly. Acosta's not a hitter, though. Remember that. This is a really, really good fight, guys. Who do we like in this fight, Acosta or Segawa? Segawa, again, doesn't have the shiny record. Acosta's coming up a really tough fight where he could have got a decision over Cardenas, and Segawa is coming off a tough fight not that long ago where he could have gotten a decision over Carrington. Yes, it's extraordinary. That fight was a year ago, but this is a really good fight. Two guys, look, if Acosta and Segawa get the two wins that a lot of people think they deserve, this fight is looked at very differently, is it not? I mean, it is looked at very differently. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm going to get to these inside. I think Brian Acosta is a live dog. I agree. I absolutely agree. This might be something worth betting on. I like Acosta in this fight. I think that's worth the bet. What fights we starting with today, bro? What you guys? What questions? I mean, I like this parlay, right? I like this. I like Edwards. I like Conlon. I like White. I think there's money to be made on this. I think if you want to take the winnings here, right? Let's say you bet $100 on this, and then you're gonna win $90 or whatever, $89. If you want to take that winnings and split it and bet it on Acosta to win, I like that too. If you can get Acosta by decision, does anyone have Acosta by decision? Because I really like Acosta by decision. If anyone has that, let me know. Acosta by decision, I dig it a lot. Sagawa, Acosta by decision is probably paying plus 200 or so. And to me, that's the pick. I don't think this is an easy fight. I think it's a tough fight to pick. But Sagawa at minus 200, I don't think is worth betting. I don't like the price of Sagawa at minus 200. I like Acosta at plus 150 a lot better. If you can get Acosta by decision, I really think that's a bet. So 2 bets upcoming: Jordan White, Michael Conlon, Charlie Edwards, 3-leg parlay, Brian Acosta on the money line as a standalone bet. If you can get him by decision, let me see if I can find a book where I can get him by decision. Acosta by decision, plus 220. Indeedy. Acosta wins by decision, plus 220. I like it a lot. Sagawa by decision is plus, it's even money on FanDuel. Guys, if you are on FanDuel and you can get Acosta by decision at plus 220, boy, oh boy, I'd probably take that. I think that's a good bet. I think Acosta's a live dog. I would actually favor Acosta. Like, if you ask me how I think the fight ends, I think Acosta by decision is the most logical choice. So I would take that. Jordan White and Tellez. Jordan White is minus 700. The odds are getting a little wide on this. He was minus 400 on DraftKings, minus 450, I think. And now he's minus 650. He's minus 700 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, I mean, the odds on this are getting a little wild. It's getting a little wild, but I like Jordan White in this. I definitely like Jordan White here. I'm watching the tape on Jordan White. Jordan White's a really good fighter. He's a really, really good fighter. He hasn't gotten a big opportunity. He thought that after the first round destruction of Ederson Garcia, who's gotten more chances after that, things would have really opened up. But you see the politics involved in boxing, and he's not with a great, he's not on a big promoter. He hasn't gotten. But Jordan White can fight, man. What do they call him? Short dog or whatever. Good head movement, good jab. He can use the ring, good power. Like I said, the lead left hook wasn't just a one-time thing. That lead left hook is good, man. It's good. Good volume. You can fight at all 3 distances. He can back you up. I got my notes on him here. Jordan White is a dog. Jordan White can fight. And I'm not trying to undersell Tellez Giron. I think it's a real fight. I can't see how he wins this fight. I think he's a decent fighter, though. Jordan White's got real world-class ability and talent. Jordan White's definitely. How old is Jordan White? Let me see if I can find his age. "28. He's in his peak right now. He's in his prime right now. They're going to want to move him quickly. Let's start to move this guy quickly here. When you look at the Ederson Garcia fight, which was 2 years ago already, extraordinary. He's fought 4 times since then. Not the best competition. Just 1 stoppage. It hasn't really taken off for him. He's fighting all in the DC area mostly. He fights with Lamont Roach's dad. It's just it hasn't been there for him. The opportunities haven't presented themselves, and I'm not sure why. But Short Dog can really. He's got hands. This guy can really fight. 70-inch reach, right? So good reach for the 130-pound division. This guy I like a lot. So I would load up on Short Dog. Let me get through some of these. Jordan White went to minus 700 overnight. Yeah. Happy birthday to Rando and G's mom. Shout out to you guys. That's the parlay I texted you earlier. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I like it. I'm into it. I think that's definitely something to take a look at. Hell yeah, I like that parlay. I had something similar. I think it's extraordinary. Let's lock it in. Let's do it. Let's go, Muscles. Let's go. I got my dog, Sula. He got that underrated. He's good. I get it. Lock that up. I think Brian Acosta is a live dog. Yeah, we just touched on that. Fight sexy as fuck. I agree, Jab. I agree. Happy birthday, Rondo. Yo, G, how long will Diaz last against Nunez? I think he lasts. I don't think he lasts the distance. I think the fight goes 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. The over 5.5 I like, because my guess, so Gary picked the fight. What round? I would say 8 or 9. Let's go with 8. I would say Nunez stops him in 8. That's my guess. So that's 7.5-ish. I'm still bullish on the 6.5, but not as high as I was in the 5.5. When the over-under was at 5.5, I really liked it. They pushed it to 6.5. I don't love it. I still like it. I'd still probably bet on it. I think Diaz is rugged. I think he's tough. I do think this goes over, but at 5.5, I really like the over. I think Diaz is a pro. I think Diaz will survive. I got the same thing about Dillian White last week. So, who knows? Salute, boxing fan. Good to have you here. Acosta decision is plus 220. I would definitely, strongly consider Acosta by decision. I'm leaning Acosta, but it's a risky bet. Acosta doesn't jab much. I don't disagree. I think he lost the I am losing my brain here. I think he lost the fight against Cardenas because he didn't jab enough, and that's why he didn't get the decision. Did you take Guevara versus Curiel G? I have not gotten to it. I've gotten so busy. I have not. I will try to get to LP. I got to look at tape. Segala beat Shushu ass, but Mirko Cuello beat the shit out of him. Styles make fights. It does. No, absolutely. Thoughts on Dick? Oh, I love Dickinson. Guys, I love Dickinson. I would load up on Dickinson. Absolutely like Dickinson. Short dog is easy money. I'm a big short dog fan. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to work up one more parlay. I'm all money line bet. Where do you think the odds are go? I don't know. Because, some people probably came in, smart people came in, threw some money on Jordan White. Guys, these fights, we live in a bubble here where we all know who Jordan White is. Everyone in the sound of my voice knows who Jordan White is. We've all seen him fight. We all saw him end Ernesto Garcia's life. We all saw it. Go out. Yeah, guys, do this. Go out. Call your local radio show. Ask them who Jordan White is. They'll have no clue. Go out and talk to your friends across the street, your neighbors. Ask them who Jordan White is. They'll have no idea. Your friends who are sports fans, right, who love football, basketball, baseball, right? Ask them who Jordan White is. They'll have no clue. We do live in a bubble. My point is, I say all of that to say this fight is very thinly traded, right? If I just use a stock term, it's not a lot of money comes in on this fight. So if one or two people come in, they can really sway the line. If they come in and bet heavy, they can really sway the line, right? So that's just something to think about. One or two people come in, they go heavy on Jordan White. Which they should. Jordan White's going to win the fight. It sways the line. It goes from minus 450 to minus 650, minus 700. I haven't moved the line yet, boxing fan. I think he's talking about Jordan White. I'm sure you heard, but rumors are true. Boots made Canelo quit after 3 rounds. I've heard the rumors. Where is the proof 79? Jab Zuda calling you out. I want to take a poll. I love polls. I'm going to take a poll. Which of these fighters is the best of the post-Floyd and post-Ward era? Ready? Usyk, Inoue, Bud, Canelo. You guys tell me, which of these fighters is the best of the post-Floyd and post-Ward era? All right, so we had the Floyd era, we had the Ward era, which was brief because he retired, and now we have this era. I call it the Canelo era, but I don't think Canelo is the best fighter of this era. The poll is live. You guys do vote in the poll, and I've made this point before. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the best player of the Cream era, and then you had the Magic and Bird era, where Magic and Bird was the best era, and then you had the Michael era, where Michael was the best era. Then you had the Braun era, but Braun wasn't the best player of the Braun era. Kobe, Bean, Bryant was, right? So again, to me, this is the Canelo era, and just like the Braun era, he's not the best player of the era. He's not. I would say, to me, the answer is Bud, but I'm interested in this because I think you could make an argument for all four of those guys, with the hardest argument being for Canelo, whose era it is. So I want to know what you guys think. Who's the best fighter post-Ward, post-Floyd, post-Ward, starting in whatever year Floyd? What year did Ward retire? 2017. So from 2018 on, whose era is this? As far as who's the best fighter? All right, guys, do vote in the poll. I think it's an interesting poll question. All right, let me get back to the book, though. These minus 10,000, minus 5,000 fights, I'm not really interested in these fights. Iglesias, I think, is a good bet. I would get on Iglesias. I've already got that in some of my parlays. To me, the lines on this are interesting. Iglesias by decision is paying plus 330. Now, Sheeskin is good, and I think it's by far the best guy Iglesias has fought. I really do. But at plus 330, Iglesias by decision. That's interesting. That's hard to pass up on. If you guys are looking for a steal, I do think he gets a late stoppage. But this is an interesting bet right here. I really think so. Charlie Edwards, we have a prop on Charlie. No props. I really like Edwards by decision. I really want to take Edwards by decision. I'm still waiting on that. Conlon money line, I like a lot. I would stay away from the methodology. I'm like, just like the Iglesias fight, I'm leaning towards Conlon by decision here, but he could get a stoppage. I don't think Bates is very good, but I do think it's Conlon by decision at minus 110. I think that's pretty good. You know what? Just about even money at Conlon by decision. You guys like that bet? Conlon at even money by decision? I kind of like it. Sandy Ryan is down to minus 4,000. Can we talk about this? Sandy Ryan constantly on her Instagram in a G-string bikini doing push-ups. You know, I'm a happily married man, but I do like Sandy Ryan, the fighter. I'm trying to go to her Instagram page, and his broad is always in a G-string doing push-ups. Does anyone else notice this? All right, why? Why do you got to do that, Sandy? Dickinson, I love. Minus 390's odds are getting better. I would vote. I think Dickinson. I think Dickinson and McCormick. I think this is excellent. I would lock up both of these guys, Dickinson and McCormick. I'm going to come up with one more parlay from these fights. Nunez, minus 3,000. Nunez by stoppage, the odds are still quite extraordinary. Minus 800. I still don't love it at minus 800. It was minus 1,000 on another book I saw. I have it now, minus 800. I don't love that. I do think he gets stopped, but I think Patufo is a dog. Like, Patufo is going to make this thing a fight as the best he can. I don't see an early stoppage. I do think he stops him. It's not the worst bet, but I'd probably stay away from that. I'd probably pass on the Nunez-Diaz fight altogether and just look at other bets. So I'm going to come up with something now. Let's take a look at something. Conlon, White, Dickinson, McCormick. All right. Guys, this is a 6-legger. I'm going to place this. I'm not going to put a lot on it, but I'm going to place this. It's plus 150. Nunez, McCormick, Dickinson, Iglesias, White, Conlon. All money line. 6-leg parlay. Plus 156. I'm going to throw some money on this. I'm going to lock this up now. I'm going to take notes of this. I'm going to lock this up now. Hang on. Conlon, White, Iglesias, Dickinson, McCormick, Nunez. I'm taking all 6 of this, plus 156. What do you guys think of this? The 6-leg parlay going to pay plus 156. I like it quite a bit. I think this is good value. I don't really, if I had to say one of these misses, I don't think any of these misses. The one I would be least confident, if you said to rank them in order of confidence, I don't even know. Iglesias, maybe? There's a 6-leg parlay. You guys want a plus money parlay? It's 6 legs. Yes, indeedy. I'm taking this. This is extraordinary to me. I like this a lot. Nunez, McCormick, Dickinson, Iglesias, Jordan White, Michael Conlon. 6-leg parlay. I'm taking it. I've given you guys 2 parlays to think about today. That's truly something to think about. The Acosta fight is fire. I think this has been a productive show. I got Acosta on the money line. I would take that. I would take Acosta by decision. I would take that. And I've given you 2 parlays. I've given you Edwards, Conlon, White, which I think is quite extraordinary. And I've given you Conlon, White, Iglesias, Dickinson, McCormick, Nunez. I got the same parlay you got, but I had over 6.5 rounds on Iglesias on it too. I like it. Jeb will never release that video, but yeah, the funny thing, the famous sparring video between Floyd with Spatafor. Spatafor sent that sparring video to Lou DiBella, who was running HBO Boxing at that particular time, and he sent it to Lou DiBella, and they said, "Look, make the fight." Spatafor just beat Floyd's ass in sparring. And Lou DiBella was like, "Oh, great, excellent, spectacular. Now I'm never going to make this fight. A, that's a scumbag thing to do. You don't leak sparring video. And B, if you think he can beat Floyd's our cash cow. I'm definitely not making this fight. So get out of my face." Well done. Well played by Lou DiBella. Took Nunez over 6.5. I like the over. I want to lean Acosta. This is without any tape. I think if you're going to take Acosta, he's not going to stop that guy. That guy is rugged as hell, right? So I would take Acosta by decision. I think a draw. Can we get a draw on that too? What is the draw? No. If you guys can get a draw on that fight, I don't know. Maybe take a draw on that fight. I like the over on the fight for sure. Multiple people who witnessed the sparring said Boots dominated. I believe it. I believe it. Made Canelo quit. I can't fathom that. He quit sparring. Like, it's possible, Dave. Dickinson and McCormick 2-leg parlay for Saturday. I think so. Yeah, let's go. Do you think Iglesias will go past 8.5 rounds? Tough. It's tough. That's a tough one, PJ. I would avoid that bet, honestly. It's 50-50. What are the odds on it? I will tell you what's the smarter bet when you tell me the odds on it. Let me see. Hang on. It's close to even. I'd avoid that bet. I don't think that's worth betting. I don't have a good feeling about that one way or the other. Did they make him quit, or was he trying to do too much in sparring and got put out? That's a good question. Jeff, I don't think he actually stopped him. I think Canelo just said he was good after 3 rounds pretty much. Well, why was he good? Were they going to do more? I mean, there's a lot to that. Some of them might not be wrong, but they said, all right, let's do 6 rounds. He did 3 and said, no, that's enough. That's quitting. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just asking questions. Go over today's fights. I already did, PJ. I'll do it again. Gourmet fight is off too. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. Gary, what do you think of Conlon and Dickinson money line? I love it. I love it. I love that. Do you think Iglesias will go past 8.5 rounds? No, I don't. But it's tough. I wouldn't. I think there are better bets than that to me. Usyk and Crawford got the guys. Do vote in the polls. Do vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. But at Usyk, I feel like I want to lean Usyk. It's an interesting one. Do you think Iglesias will go past 8.5 rounds or under 8.5? PJ, you've asked me this 3 times. I don't know. It's close. I would lay off the bet. He picked Bud, but man, does his inactivity hurt him? PJ, my dude, I like probably the under, but I'm not super confident on that. I don't think it's the best bet to make. I think Usyk is the best bet, but Canelo is a household name. If I had to bet my life savings on it one way or the other, I would say under, but I don't love the bet. Why not take the over 8.5 at 110 if you think Iglesias wins by decision? Well, because the odds Iglesias by decision are better. I don't love the bet. I'm not saying I think Iglesias wins by stoppage. What I'm saying, the price on Iglesias by decision is really good. DK has over 8.5. Deplorable work. Over 8.5 at minus 110. Deplorable work. I agree, Jab. I don't think Sissonen is getting to round 9. It's going to be tough. They changed it on 365 too. Sandy Ryan blowing that shit at me with that push up, trying to slick show that. You're watching though, right? Like you don't want to, but you're watching. The chat is undefeated. She's didn't look good at the weigh-in. Looked very dry. That's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you for that, hand history. I got Iglesias over 7.5. All right. Gary, when you bet, do you only play your locks or do you play some side? I play side bets as well. I try to disclose. It's like I'm going to throw some money on Acosta by decision. This may sound like a donation, but I'm going to take Juarez money line and Iglesias by decision. I'm going to take Juarez money line and Iglesias by decision. Well, the odds are sexy. I mean, it's probably a donation, but I don't hate this. Oftentimes, I play side bets. Not always. Tinge out, Michael. He's a risk. He's still riding with Conlon. 100%, Christian. 100%. I have a complete confidence in him. Iglesias over 5.5. Yeah. That's better. That's a good parlay bet right there. I think you go over 5.5. Warren's going to be out there trying to box with Charlie. You're going to be mad. 79. That's a good play. It's good. It's a good price on it. I got a 12 like added. Eagles for the win. Eagles for the win. Did you get into the Cardoso and Venezuela fight? I have not gotten into it yet. Iglesias by decision. Acosta going to get outworked. It's a risk. No, it's mandatory. They always do only 3 rounds with elite fighters. Same thing. Typically, that's correct. I hear what you're saying, but I think Crawford has worked so hard for this fight. He sparred his ass off and should be good to go. Do you think Acosta versus Segawa fight is good for betting G or safer to pass? I wouldn't bet Segawa. Like, if you're pretty confident Segawa is going to win, I don't love the price on it. If you like Acosta, I think Acosta by decision is an excellent bet. Guys, questions, comments, thoughts, please do vote in the poll. Please do vote in the poll. True, you're right. I just took over 8.5. PJ's interested in your thoughts on that. Looking to go real heavy on Nunez, Dickinson, McCormick, 3-legger. Nunez, Dickinson, McCormick. Yeah. What's the total parlay odds on that? Let's take a look, Muscles. Guys, questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Let's get into it. All right. What was it again, Muscles? Nunez, Dickinson, McCormick. Minus 238. Not bad. I can't see this missing. I think you hit on this. I like this. Yeah. I'd sign off on this. Muscles. I'd sign off on that. Charlie couldn't knock out a blind elder. I agree. He doesn't even try. Who said Charlie was going to knock him out? Nobody. Nobody. Sula finna beat that ass. A lot of people like Segawa in this fight. Those are Saturday fights. Yes, Saturday fights. Yes, minus 238. I do think that's a very safe bet. I think it's good. I would place it. And not much value. Muscles ain't worth it, fam. Try to get it at least to 140. I don't necessarily. I always say collect the dividends. Collect the dividends. That's easy money right there. Gary, any thoughts on a boxing card taking place on Sunday? More books are starting to give odds on them. I'm looking at fee store here. Howard, it's a great question. I haven't gotten into it yet because I still got a couple days on it. I got a very, very busy week. Let's do this. Let's address this on Friday. Let's do this. I'm going to do 2 shows Friday. Let's address this on Friday, Havla. Come back tomorrow. I'll have more knowledge and information for you for that on Friday. Is that fair enough? It's a guaranteed hit. I agree. It's a guaranteed hit. Take the money. The Brazilian. Which one's the Brazilian? Cisco is not Brazilian. What are we talking about? What? Am I missing something? And the Gomot fight is off. All right, guys. Let me check my poll real quick. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. I'm going to end this soon. You guys are overwhelmingly butt here. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Do vote now. Everybody vote in the poll. Give me some. Let me talk to you when I'm done. Give me some time to do some math. But I like this a lot in caps. Muscle, I got your text. I just texted you back. I got to do some mail. I got a lot of money hanging out there right now. Guys, I'm going to end this poll in 10. Guys, vote in the poll. Everyone vote in the poll. Don't be gay. Vote in the poll. I'm going to end the poll. I mean, obviously, Bud's winning the poll, but I'm going to end the poll in 10, 9, 8, 7. Vote in the poll now. Ending the poll in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending the poll now. Oral B. Oh. Is he Brazilian? He's Colombian. He's Colombian. Colombiana. Y'all keep acting like shit isn't going to just stand there and not throw back. Anything is crazy. He took Skull 12 rounds. Skull doesn't punch though, PJ. Skull's not a hitter. Skull doesn't look to get you out. She's going to Iglesias does. The Brazilian is fighting Luis Torres. Let me see. All right, Jonathan Cardoso. Oh, this fight. Okay. Does Cardoso beat Valenzuela? Probably. I mean, this is a great fight. Is this really a fight you guys want to bet on? It's an even money fight. I would take Cardoso. I would. I didn't know he was Brazilian. I would take Cardoso. Especially at those odds. I would bet Cardoso. I don't love betting on this fight because it's a truly 50-50 fight. But I would take Cardoso in this fight. Indeed. Gary, have you watched any tape on Steven Nelson versus Reiko Santana? I have not gotten to it, unfortunately, in history. Gary, of course it is, because I spent hours doing the video on that, and it's off. Cardoso tomorrow night, Kingdom. Yes, sir. Right. Yeah. But he didn't hit as hard as Iglesias. Agreed. But Siskanen is good. I agree. He is good. I said it many times. He's the best guy Iglesias has fought. He said he took Skull 12 rounds. My brother in Christ, Skull is not punching like I agree, Jab. Not one bit. TJ Green, how long do you think the fight will last? Over 8.5, under 8.5. I actually got it in game late. That's just me. I actually got in going late. Gary, who do you got in tonight's game? Eagles or Cowboys? Eagles. Okay, is just gonna. I think so. I think it's a good fight. I don't think he's going to win. So I'm staying away from the methodology. I think at plus 330, that's a lot better value than taking him by stoppage. Take Harvey Smith once the bookies drop the line. All right, guys, that's a good tip. Who else had a question? Anybody else have a question? You guys asked me about Steve Nelson, right? I think I like the upset here. I'll get to this. This is next week. I will get to this, guys. I will get to Reiko Santana. This could be an upset. I'm not a big Steve Nelson guy. Let me get to this, guys. I will get to the Reiko Santana and Steve Nelson fight. It's a really interesting fight, guys. It's a really interesting fight. Damn, I'm tight. I spent way too much time on that fight. Nah, I know. Well, tonight's card be streamed in the Discord. I hope so. I hope so. Do not take Harvey Smith or Bavoda. They gave the line the wrong opponent. Streams everything. KO5, shout out KO5. He does stream everything. That is the homeboy right there. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. Guys, let me know what you think. Any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, let me know now. I'm going to wrap this up now. It is September 4th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.